I'm not fooling with it.
All right, settling down now, team. We've got a great show to plan, so let's keep the energy positive. Any other ideas before we wrap? All right, you two, save it for the couch. We're here. Just smile and wave.
Ain't going away. She's a devil, she's here to stay. Playing in my face now, bitch, I ain't never going nowhere.
Ooh, do you dream of me in your sleep? Wake up one night, let's hoping you don't see me creeping around your street.
I told you to stop. You never listened. Well, here we go again. We're making hamburgers shaped as hearts on a special cooking segment on my show with this fine-ass guy. I can't even pay attention. He is so damn hot. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. I tried to make them get along, but they just back here fighting. You can't win, girl. Cut it out. Stop fighting like this, y'all sisters.
How do we get a body like yours? How do we get very healthy and fit, but I don't want to be muscular?
So come and see me, yeah. You know what the hell I mean? I'm not fooling with it.
Another day. It's the Neomi Talk Show. Are you ready? Well, it's that time, and the show is about to start. Are you guys ready? Because I was born ready.
Hey, I'm Tony. Yeah, that Tony. I'm more updated Tony. Last time you saw me, I was on season 1. I don't remember the episode anymore, but I'm the one who brought his mom on the show. Well, technically, I didn't bring my mom on the show. Technically, she was on the TV and I was on the show, but I ended up telling her that I do mini fans, AKA OnlyFans, and she freaked out. Yeah, that's me. My mom freaked out because she thought I was talking about an actual fan the whole time.
No way!
I know! I still can't believe it. Well, I promise you, I'm definitely not here to tell her any more surprises. It's not even about my mom this time around. I'm actually on the show because it's been a minute since I've seen Naomi. Let's not forget I'm rich, family has a billionaire tycoon oil company. But I didn't want to live under their umbrella, so I tried to make a career for myself. But like I said, I'm not here for any of that. The last time you saw me, I embarrassed my mother and our relationship was set up different. I ended up moving out. We didn't talk for a while. I'm not the only person that brought my mother on the show and kind of embarrassed her. It was my father as well. He brought her on to announce he was seeing another woman. And that absolutely destroyed my family. My mom is pretty much in the middle of divorce proceedings right now. She separated immediately from my father after that announcement. My father has been trying to make a relationship with me, and it's been tough because I don't want to deal with him. And now he has a new wife and 2 twins on the way. Yeah, heavy. So I recently met up with him a couple of months ago because he said he was trying to change, so I put him in rehab. He checked out literally the same day, and I swear I would never talk to him again. But recently he's been trying to make amends for the second time, which I'm not buying. He said he wanted to talk, we did that already. The only way I will talk to you is on Naomi's show. So at least if you're up to no good, the world will see how stupid you actually are. Instead of wasting my valuable time, but I honestly think it's because he's being shut out from the inheritance. And if he actually thinks I'm that stupid to take care of him and his new wife, fiance, and the twins that's coming, he has nothing coming. That's not my mother. Those are not my brothers and sister. That is a relationship he had outside of the marriage to my mother. So he has to deal with that. That has nothing to do with me. But he feels he wants me to be a family with his new family. That's laughable. I said my only thing that I'm not willing to discuss is his future wife and the children. Once he discusses that, I'm hitting the red button. And the conversation, the meeting, the intervention is over.
So I'm glad to be back on the show again. I called her up and I said, listen, I want to come back on the show. I want to come back on the show, but I want to bring my dad because I won't talk to him any other way. She was thrilled.
She was freaking thrilled about it, and we haven't seen each other in forever. I mean, the show has become so big since then and had a major upgrade. Do you see how I look the last time compared to now? You see these muscles? We were supposed to air my episode months ago, but the channel went through a lot of changes, and so did my episode. So here we are, you guys ready? Because I'm about to have my sit down. See you soon.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna jump right in before we start the episode and just let you know that this was the anticipated episode that we were supposed to start this summer off with, but got postponed. Yeah. I think we can put 2 and 2 together and know why that was. I discussed it some episodes ago, but it's out, and I can't wait for you guys to see it with the rest of the 6 after this. The rest of the 6 episodes are going to be released for the entire summer, including the fall, with some new episodes jumped in between of them. So you guys know, this is Tony. I had a very popular episode with him in season 1, and I brought him back. You guys are really gonna enjoy this episode. But in these 7 episodes, including this one that you're about to watch, I jump around on different sets. Some are iconic for commercials. You know what I'm talking about later. But the ones that become familiar or you're used to, then, you know, those are very new, meaning filmed weeks ago, when this was filmed about 2 to 3 months ago. So I hope you guys enjoy this episode. So I just wanted to jump in and tell you guys that and let you know whatever I'm talking about in the first 10 minutes is old, worse shit happened since then, but we're here now and I got control. So let's have a good time because it shows really funny, or shall I say this episode is really funny, right, Tony?
Yep, it's great.
All right, guys, so let's get on to the program. See you later.
Hey guys, welcome to the Naomi Show. You're here with me. We back again to the Naomi Show. I do apologize for them spelling my name wrong behind me. It happens every time.
Just try to focus on me as best as you can and not that ugly side that's behind me. But once again, I'm coming back to y'all to tell you in the future, because this is the future episode. I came back to redo this episode again like I did Elizabeth's episode, but I don't think this episode was too bad. I'm just becoming a little bit more picky with my taste, so I just wanted to redo it. Unlike Elizabeth's episode, I had pieces that I came back and did. This whole entire episode I scratched and redid over from the very beginning, so everything is new. I hope you enjoy that. I felt like with Elizabeth's episode, she was going to become an iconic character, and she did just what I thought would happen, but this character is also iconic from last season. Everybody remembers Tony, right? Tony from Minifans. Yeah. He's been brought back and improved, so we'll get to see a much more updated version of him. We couldn't reboot Tony without making him even more finer than he actually was the first time around. We had to make sure he looked the same or he was cuter than he was before. Most of y'all will agree with me, and if you agree with me, comment down below and tell me that he looks much better than he did in the first season. He was one of my favorite characters to shoot in season 2, and the episode was amazing. It just, something wasn't right. Something was off. I will definitely show that episode in the future, maybe some blooper episodes that I cannot stand, and like a different program or something, but I'm still introducing new people. But I want my season 2 to be as polished as it can be, because season 3 is gonna be mind-blowing, almost the same as what you see right now. But when I created season 2 in the beginning, I used a different program, and I ended up hating that program so bad it did not want to do anything that I wanted it to do and failed me miserably. So by the time I was done using that program, I was already half done with season 2 because I work very quickly. I'm just that gifted, but it doesn't take me long to finish an episode. So I started to use that program in season 1, and this is why the outfits never really changed until towards the end. And I was like, oh God, my luck. It's so unfortunate because I was damn near almost completely finished with season 2 when I discovered it. And now I'm gonna jump in and not fix all. But because some episodes were perfect the way they are, like the last few you saw before this. The prison mate, the Cybertruck one was pretty cool. And then there was Oreo Gate. I didn't say I didn't go back and reshoot a little bit of those episodes, but my mother-in-law's episode, I shot at least 20, 30% of that. But not all needed to be re-scratched, just certain ones will be. So if you come back next week and it looks a little bit different, and you'll know why it was short months ago when this one was shot weeks ago. And I just want to say this before I go and we move on to the show. Talk shows are being canceled left and right in America. I'm trying to make mine stick around for a very long time because we all love talk shows when they're good. When they suck, okay, go away. But when they're good and they're polished and they're funny, we'd love to see it, and it shouldn't be extinct. So if you like talk shows, I'll keep doing it if you keep coming back. Okay, I'll be here to an empty room if I need to be, but you get my point. Support, support, support. Because I understand, you know that the networks probably don't want to deal with talk shows because it's very expensive, but mine is all about the imagination, and that's all that counts. I can design it any way I want. I can design my character the way she wants. We can be in the middle of the sea looking like damn mermaid if you wanted to. It's our business. If they did that with daytime TV, it would be millions, and I probably would be canceled. If I didn't have twice the viewers come back the next season. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people are leaving Sherry, Steve, The Talk, The Real Carmo. They're all leaving Kelly Clarkson, even though I don't think she should have had a show to begin with, but that's my opinion. Hate it to love it, but the bigger picture is if it's cost effective and you can do what you love and you're great at it, very good at it, then you're not hurting anyone. Now, I can understand the job part behind it. You know, if people are being let go from Amazon and, FedEx and stuff for robots and stuff, I can understand why people are pissed off. But everybody can't make a Hollywood movie. And I've been telling y'all for a while, I'm good at it and it's quick for me, but it isn't the easiest thing. Sometimes this shit is so unpolished and it's a headache and so hard and frustrating. It can make you very exhausted because it's really not ready for the world to be. It's cute when you're asking a penguin to get into water and swim around okay, but that's not what I do. My stuff has a lot of elements to it, and you have to have talent to make things work or get around things. It can be very frustrating working with AI stuff. I'm not putting people's business out on the street, but if you're making an 8-second video, that's cute. If you're making a 15-second video, super easy. Most apps do it for you. But I love what I do, and hopefully in the future, it will be a lot more easier. But right now, if you're trying to do that, honey,
You walking back and forth on a runway showing that you're Superman and Clark Kent, that is super easy. But what I do is not easy at all. That's why I say mine is more like 10% AI, 80% slap me around. I kind of jump to a whole different topic, but that's okay. That's what I do on a Neomi Talk Show. As we talk, we kick it, we keep it real, but if you're interested in it, wait a bit. Because I wouldn't even know what area to point you in. A lot of them are so messy, so unhinged. I mean, you can't say nothing. Most of them can't even speak. Well, still, they have issues with that speech impediment, not understanding how to talk quite. It's just a damn mess, so just be careful. You get 1 million alerts that say the policy might be violent or they don't want you making real people. It's just a mess that doesn't make sense because that's not what it's supposed to do, so beware. Sometimes it's so bad that you can't even say your own talk show's name without them saying you're violating some policy or third grade system. Is very weird. That's why I'm telling you it's not ready. That's why some of us who are creators get so disappointed when they come up in your room, place a business YouTube page and go AI, 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 and don't understand how the shit works. To me, it's quite insulting. When you work as hard as I do, my network does, my husband does, who are really true artists, it's disrespectful. With some certain companies, if you say a word wrong or you ask for something to be in the video that's wrong or it's too sensitive for their ears, they'll take your money and give you absolutely nothing. Which to me is highway robbery, because if you're not going to do something, just say, I'm not going to do it and don't take the money. But to take your money and then go, we're still not going to do it. So like I said, just wait it out until us developers or me tell you it's logical or safe or makes more sense to go in deep. Lord, I said developer. I'm not a developer of AI, left me clear. I'm a developer of filmmaking is what I mean, meaning I edit. I'm a great editor. I'm a great actress. I'm a great writer. And so I meant when they can deliver that all in one, then I will let the channel know and my followers know and my viewers. Note for anybody who is interested in it, using the ability of AI, I'll let you know when it becomes much more easier. All right, let's get this show on the road. How is my audience doing and my viewers? Y'all are doing good? Well, I'm in Paris doing the show. Ça n'a rien à voir avec Tony. I just thought it was a good episode to be in Paris. Je trouvais ça juste amusant et beau. I heard Paris was the place of love and all my fans were in love with Tony. So where is the best place to go see your crush? We're going to be sitting down with him in a little bit, talking it up. And it's been a while since me and Tony sat down and had a talk. And you saw the last time I had his dad on, which was after Tony, his father was a mess. He had 3 different women and he was cheating. I mean, Tony's father was a mess in that episode. He was all over the place. He brought 2 women to the show, left with the 3rd woman that no one even knew about just to find out he had a 3rd woman pregnant and it wasn't even the secretary or his wife. We were mind blown by the end of the episode. So I got a therapist coming to the show today to talk to us about issues that people have in their marriage when they cannot be faithful to their partners. So I kind of want to sit down and get down to the bottom of why this happens, why men are not content with being married or being in a relationship with their wives or their lovers. So later on, I kind of want to bring Tony on the show to talk to him about that situation because I heard he was uncomfortable with his dad and he's not speaking to him at the moment. I don't blame him. You come on the show, you embarrass his mom, and not with 1 woman, but with 2 women. It just brings shame to his family. And I kind of want to get inside dirt on what we did not know after the show and the episode was over. Y'all know, y'all want to know. Y'all just as nosy as me. Y'all want to get that tail. So yes, Tony have told me that he hadn't talked to his dad in months after his dad came on the show and disrespected his mother. Tony says that the father is living with the 3rd woman who is his baby mama and she's 9 months pregnant to twins. I don't know what that father was thinking, especially being that she's the one who's the breadwinner, not him. From what I heard, her father is from a gas tycoon type of family. Poor Tony's mother, she came to his show too many times for the wrong reasons. First, he was Tony with his whole mini-fans announcement, and then she turned around weeks later and it's her husband's. He brought his wife on national TV to tell her the secret that she already knew about. She asked this man over and over at home, did he have a side check? He said no. She asked him over and over if he was sure. He said no, just to find out that he brought her to the show to tell her. Like, if you really cared about a person, you would have told her at home and not on national TV. This is how crazy Tony's dad is. And he didn't bring her here for 1 side chick, and he brought her here for 2 side chicks and 1 that was pregnant. Tony's mother lost her mind. I would too. She's the breadwinner. She's the rich one, knowing you're going to be out on the street, no funds, no job, no career, no mansion in the hills, bye-bye trust fund. And not with 1 woman who she thought to be the secretary, but it turned out it was another woman she didn't even know about, which was a complete shock to me. Well, that's me updating you on Tony's dad and the situation before we talk to Tony later on in the show. But we're going to sit down with our therapist in a few minutes after we come back from commercials. We'll hear more later with Tony when we sit down. But after we come back from these commercials, we'll be sitting down with our therapist.
pissed. We will be right back.
Is it lonely?
If you like the channel or the program that you're watching, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification button below. Thanks, honey. Oh wait, a commercial already started. Oh God, I think it's the late night commercial. Well, y'all should already know I'm your late night girl.
This show. It's a really cool show. It's very dark and grungy, but also witty. It has a couple of iconic villains in it, like Sand, who's a man, and some other iconic villains from the comic books, which I think fans are going to love and enjoy.
Why Amazon? Why not like Disney Plus or Netflix or something like that in between?
Amazon decided on us. Well, Sony Studios still kind of owns the rights of everything with spiders.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of like
How
a
many of
gray
them did he
area where it
actually
landed
do?
into
He said he would fix groceries. That didn't happen. Gas prices. That didn't happen. What did he actually do? He told y'all on the campaign he was going to end the war in a week. Yeah. Well, it's been what, almost 2 years. Yeah. Now y'all can't get your tickets back, nor can you get your vote. Go ahead and say it. I know you want to say it. Go ahead and say it, girl. Tell them you told them something. I don't want to throw things in people's face and make them feel like I was right, but I absolutely was right, and he's showing it every day. Oh, it's quite embarrassing to be caught right in the White House sleeping on camera almost every day. I absolutely didn't want this for anyone. You know, a lot of people say that I would do this and I would do the gym, and you got that body right, and then you wanted to flex it. You know what I'm saying? And they do it different in Korea than we do it here. You know, if you come over here flexing, we live for it, honey. We like, how much more are you gonna flex? Can we see more? But over there, they will crucify you, honey. They will be like, no, he's doing too much. That's so inappropriate. Gotta lighten up over there in Korea, honey. Less is more. Well, that's what we believe over here in America. You really know how to move that body you're being in your videos, just moving that body in all the right positions for the camera. Yeah. Just moving something like this, you know, something like that. But you know what I say? What comes around goes around, and things started to show its ugly head. Just like you said, first it was Color Purple. Who needed a part 2 of that? And then, you know, things started coming out from that movie that the conditions on the Color Purple was not great. It wasn't top tier for celebrities. They wasn't paid well either, allegedly. Taraji came out publicly feeling kind of the same way. She didn't say it like you said it, where it was like pretty much, I'll smack a bitch. No, it was a statement you made a couple of years ago about you and your co-star on the Parkers not being paid restitution. I hope I'm saying that right for the show airing on networks, which I think is a damn mess. Also, if you didn't hear, James Van from Dawson's Creek also said he wasn't paid really well.
So I can kind of see, you know, where some people kind of think like, what the hell is going on? You know, like, is it rigged?
Yeah.
All I know is I did an amazing job. I did what I could do. I raised what I could raise in this campaign, you know, so it was a damn shock. And I think I could have been a better candidate for California, better than the other two. I'm 99% sure of that part, but that's not what the people wanted according to the votes. They wanted someone else.
Yeah. Okay, so my next one. Oh, there you are. Well, my show's every Saturday. Don't miss out. Your favorite celebrity might be right here on my show. See you there. Bye. Welcome to What's Up Mamas. This is a show coming soon to Neomi TV. Hey guys, this is our daytime show premiering next year, 2027, called What's Up Mamas. It's for the mamas out there. My name is Semi. I'm Mimi, and we are the host of What's Up Mama. We were here representing all the moms because we are mothers and we care about other mothers. Our show is coming out next year, 2027, and it's going to debut on Thursdays morning, of course. I'm a mother of 6 kids, so I can represent mothers. Truly, I've been through a lot raising mine. I only have one, and that's all I need. The new show is called The New Talk. We're here to talk with women over 60, so we know and we're pretty. My daughter is Naomi from Late Night with Naomi and the Naomi Talk Show. My son is from Jay from the news and also his game show. My daughter gave me the show because she thinks I talk too much and I worry too much, so she said, share it with the world. My son said I'm too boring. Of course, me and her, my co-host, are close with family because our children are married together. Naomi and Jay own Naomi TV, so we're family, and they gave us the show, so thank you. I'm from America, but I won't tell you where because I'm a scary Mary. I'm very scary.
I'm from the Netherlands. I'm Dutch, born and raised.
Ja, dus voor al mijn Nederlandse mensen, kijk alsjeblieft naar de show volgend najaar. Ik zal jullie en Amerika vertegenwoordigen.
There is.
We promise you we'll be good as old women, respectful, kind, and polite.
Right.
Not too comical. We'll leave that to the professionals like Naomi, but we'll bring the mother way of seeing things here on What's Up Mama. See you next fall. Bye, guys.
Get into the office immediately.
Okay, Captain. am I using this gun for? Who wants a piece of me?
This next mission is top tier. You screw this up, you will never see a mission again in your lives. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Get it done. Mission starts now.
This is too easy.
Does anyone want to try a gun?
Absolutely.
I didn't mean in this quarters.
Oops, sorry.
I know you heard the whisper.
What about me?
What about you?
Hey, that's not fair.
Life's not fair.
Alright, let's see what you got. Whoa, slow down. Wait, where'd you go?
You need to be faster than that. This is really good. It could be a lot warmer, but it's really good.
What are you doing?
What does it look like? You are really heavy. Aren't you supposed to be a superhero?
Weight shouldn't be a problem.
Do you want me to drop you?
You wouldn't dare.
I'll handle these 5.
Look at you walking up the streets with your head
I got this one!
This one is so cool.
Now I'm gonna finish it. I told you when I see
No! Don't hit that button!
And I'm gonna not let go. And trust me,
What are we watching?
Of course, my movie on YouTube, Naomi Who. Do you not see my billboard? That's me. I'm on the wall. I look great, right?
Why am I not on the poster? I'm also in the movie.
But you're not the lead. I'm the lead.
That's not fair.
It's out July 31st. I'll see you soon, guys. See my movie on YouTube.
Thank you, and you're welcome. We're back from the commercials. I hope you enjoyed that. And what's up, Mama? It's a real show coming this fall, September.
And of course, you know, my show is not going anywhere. They will be on Thursdays. I will remain on Monday, and we both will give you a little spin on life. They are going to be giving you the mother-parent experience of seeing the world news, gossip, celebrities, and everything in between. So come watch them on Thursdays this fall. Now, let me introduce you to the therapist of the show, Dr. Minnie Lauren. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming to the show, Dr. Lauren. I just have a few questions that I wanted you to sit down and help me and my audience, and my view is understand about marriage and infidelity. Yeah. Now, I had a guest on the show who was married, and he stepped out on his marriage with his secretary, and then turned around and stepped out on his secretary with another third woman while still being married to his first wife. Yeah. Now, the question my audience and I and my viewers want to know is, why does this happen?
It's rarely just about the other person. Often, infidelity happens because there's a disconnect in the marriage.
Why do men cheat even when they have a good woman at home?
It's not always about the woman at home. Often, it stems from unmet emotional needs or deeper psychological issues.
The paradox is that happiness in a relationship doesn't always correlate with fidelity. Men might be satisfied but still seek novelty.
So it's not about the partner at all.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's because they are looking for something they are not getting in the marriage, which leads them to another woman.
It comes down to emotional conditioning. Instead of opening up to their partners, many men are wired to seek validation or escape when things get difficult. They avoid confrontation and emotional vulnerability. Rather than telling their partners how they truly feel, they look for an outlet.
It just depends on the man. Sometimes men do it because it's an addiction. It's something that they cannot control.
Right.
You know, and they go in thinking that love can fix it. That's why people act out, seeking love and comfort in other places, because the underlying issues are profound. But I think it is a serious problem when you have 3 women and you're bouncing from woman to woman to woman. That's more of an addiction that you need to get help with. Infidelity is devastating, yes. But here's the thing. If both partners commit to the hard work and therapy, marriages absolutely can heal. It's crucial to understand that infidelity often stems from impulse control issues rooted in the brain's reward system. The mind interprets these actions through a lens of compulsion, not choice. It's uncontrollable because the neural pathways involved, it's not about love, and it has absolutely nothing to do with attraction to the person they love. Infidelity is about unmet needs. While addiction and infidelity are challenging, they are not insurmountable. They require consistent effort and professional guidance. Does addiction ever go away? Does cheating ever go away? Can it be fixed? Let's look at the details. Can they truly let it go and move on? Yes, but rebuilding that trust requires immense effort and radical honesty. It's a long, uncertain road.
How do we know that we can trust them and to not do it again?
The short answer is yes, but it's incredibly complex. True healing means letting go of the anger. Trust is everything. If you can't trust that person, then you can't build. If you can't build on a foundation in your marriage, then it's not worth a marriage.
It's two of y'all that are making this work. And if you check out and that person checks out too, then it's not going to work. But if he's the reason you checked out and you haven't checked back in, it's not going to work either. And
so the answer is really who's understanding who in this relationship and who wants to start over, who wants to understand what went wrong.
And when they bring family in it and children outside of a person of marriage, how could that be fixed?
It requires careful consideration of everyone involved, especially the children.
Yeah.
Well, how I see it is that they lost the trust. You know, like, why do we have to forgive? Why do we have to understand when we trusted them enough to marry them? You know, I mean, I don't think it's fair that we are the ones who are faithful in a marriage and doing what we need to do while he is the other one stepping out. And I think the effort went out the window when he decided, hey, I'm gonna go be with her and her and her, and then I'm gonna come back to you and act like nothing happened.
Am I wrong for feeling like I don't want to forgive a cheater?
It is completely valid to feel that way. Forgiveness is a process, not an obligation, and your feelings are justified.
Do you really feel like if he cheated once, he won't cheat again?
That's a complex issue, and it depends entirely on the specific circumstances and whether genuine accountability has been established.
Yeah, and what makes you think therapy always works for a cheater? Therapy provides a framework for addressing underlying issues, but both partners must commit to the process for it to be effective. Doctor, do you really believe you could love someone after they step out on you and have kids?
While love is resilient, infidelity fundamentally alters the relationship dynamic.
Don't you think seeing your husband with a whole new family would make you look at him differently? Well, from a psychological perspective, this situation profoundly impacts one or the other. What I mean is, yes, it will affect you, you know, knowing that should have been you and your family and not the other family. But if you could look outside of that, then yes, you could. Thank you, doctor, for answering all the questions from my viewers and my audience. I think we have clarity. No problem. That's what I'm here for. Well, you don't have to worry about me leaving a therapist because of a man cheats on me. It's one and done, the end. There is no story. There's no second season. I think I might need to see a doctor soon, honey, because you see the way edges are laid and slayed, honey. You see the way my edges look. Doctor, you're so funny. Well, doctor, we will see you definitely again on the show to deal with some tough issues in the future. And so we would love if you come back. And we're about to sit down with Tony mini fans, Italian Tony, the cutie patootie. Y'all ready to see Tony? Yeah. I want to know if you're ready. Welcome to my talk show once again, Tony, my little homie. He's coming to the stage right now. Can we give him a round of applause for Tony? Oh my God, you look so good. It's been such a long time since we've seen each other.
Neomi, you look amazing.
How have you been? It's been a long time. The last time I saw you, you were doing that. Mini fans, are you still doing now? Are you still working the cameras?
I'm doing big things now. Of course my fans love me, so I can't give that up, and I'm making a lot of money. The show looks great. You're doing big things. You have a huge, nice set.
It's very fancy.
You're doing big things.
I'm doing big things.
We're doing big things together. I'm so proud of you. When I first came to the show, we were both starting our careers, and now we're in a place we can be proud of.
The last time you were on, you were dealing with so much, or your mom got really pissed at you because you outed yourself on national TV. So for people who didn't know, he brought his mom on my show to tell her he was on Mini Fans, and she lost it on TV. That's why I said to you guys, after that event happened, the father brought her on my show and told her that he was cheating on her with 2 different women, so she had a lot to deal with. How has your mom been since your father been on the show, since you've been on the show, since you guys made a spectacle out of her and she doing good? Tell us about that.
My mom has been okay. She's got a divorce and she's going through divorce proceedings because she just can't handle the secretary and the 3rd woman he had twins with, so she's dealing with that.
She's still upset at me for bringing her on the show, but I've been singing to her, making her feel better.
She's still upset at me for me bringing her on the show, but I've been singing to her, making her feel better. I don't think she likes my singing very much, but I've been around making her feel better.
Shortly after I was on the show for the first time, I moved out because we were arguing, but when my dad embarrassed her on national TV, I moved back to support my mother. My mom is a tough cookie. She's not really upset at the simple fact that he did what he did to her because she wasn't shocked. She knew it really all along. She just wanted him to tell the truth and he didn't. Me and my mother is not talking to my father because it's just disrespectful. Like, you do it once, okay, let's work on it. You do it twice. It's unrepairable at this point, and then you bring twins in.
I'm trying to be a brother to anyone. I was raised in this world solo without a brother or sister, and I want to keep it that way. I'm not talking to him. He called me a couple of weeks ago
And said he apologized for embarrassing me and my mother on national TV. He asked me to drive him to a rehab. I agreed. I drove him there and checked him in. We get in front of the rehab, and I say, okay, I'm gonna leave you here. And then he says to me, can you walk me in? I will feel better if you walk me in. 3 hours later, I get a call saying he checked himself out, and I was pissed.
Like, at this point, I'm supposed to be your son, not the other way around. I go out of my way to help you with your addictions and help you get into rehab, and you check out 5 minutes later. It's not a joke. I feel like he needs to grow up. I mean, I'm way more responsible than him last time. I was here. I told you I wanted to make my own money, not live off my mom's inheritance. My father is spoiled.
And if he divorces her, he's not gonna have any money to take care of those twins. So I don't understand why he would go out of his way to embarrass yourself like this and become broke and poor. So then he called me a week after that and he apologized again, saying he didn't mean to check out of the rehab. It just wasn't for him. And I'm like, bro, it's not for you, but you're the one who ruined your family.
So I told him I'm not standing for his bullshit this time because at the end of the day, I was nice to you and I drove you to the rehab and you checked out immediately after I left. I'm not dealing with him.
So then he turned around and he says to me on the phone, well, are you gonna babysit the twins because you know you're a brother? And then I hung up in his face because he's annoying.
I'm like, really? That's what you call? That's what you want to talk about? After breaking my mother's heart and having her divorced, you want to talk about somebody else and somebody else's family?
Wait a minute, he called you and was like, you're gonna be a brother. Congratulations.
Yeah, that's exactly what he said, and it was stupid.
How has your mom been handling this whole second, third girl and twins news when it comes down to your father?
She's handled it well, but she's not happy.
Yeah, I was telling my audience that your mother is the breadwinner because her father is a gas tycoon. Am I right?
Yes, that's right. My mom is the breadwinner. She's the rich one.
Yes. So pretty much, if your father loses everything, he's pretty much gonna have to do minifans too.
Yeah, he's gonna have to do something because my mom is not gonna support him.
Yeah.
My mom is not happy at all. She's very upset at him and his actions.
Absolutely, I can agree. I told him that.
So the evidence is on the wall. He came to the show and admitted it, so it's not gonna be very hard in court to justify that.
I absolutely told him that part too. It wasn't bright.
The only thing I don't understand is my mom. She could be a lot sometimes with her shopping and her friends and not coming home because she throws rich parties and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm just very disappointed because my dad has been a very good guy for many years just to find out he's been faking it this whole entire time.
That must be hard for you seeing your dad in this light.
Yeah, but my mom is a good person. She means well and she doesn't deserve this type of treatment from my father.
Your dad is not the brightest in the tea shed, but baby, when I say your daddy is fine, fine, fine. You cute too, Tony. Stand up. Let's see you, Tony. Let's see your tailor-made outfit. You haven't seen you in a while, and you're updated. The world wants to see how hot you are. Thank you, Tony, my audience, and I appreciated that little dance, but I also heard you can sing. Is that true that you can sing, Tony?
Yeah, I think I can sing a little bit, but my mom doesn't think so.
When we come back from the commercial, we'll be listening to a little bit of Tony, and if he can sing or not, we'll let you guys be the judge of it. You think your boyfriend's on the DL and you just need a switcheroo? Well, I'm your girl. Download my app now, Naomi Switch-A-Man. The app is available on all phones now. I am so sick and tired of that damn pumpkin. He's always on the damn news running his mouth. I need some chips.
Here is the Naomi chocolate chip cookies. Over there. Yum. Completely delicious.
Oh my God, you smell so good. Is that perfume? What is that?
Oh no, that's just my detergent, Sparkle Fresh, and get it in the store now.
Hey guys, this is Jay from the Morning News, and I'm here to tell you what we bring with the news. So first of all, we bring the news. Another deadly ICE shooting in Houston this week. A Mexican man who had been living in the U.S. for decades got shot because he looked like the person they were looking for. A wild black bear in Anchorage, Alaska, shocked shoppers by casually wandering inside a busy mall to steal a fresh peach.
Oh my gosh, look at that! Is that a real bear?
A high school junior in Topeka, Kansas, convinced the driver of the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile to give his group a ride to prom.
Next stop, prom!
Woohoo! This is the coolest ride there is.
From the news, we go to the weather with the weather girl to get the latest weather reports for you guys.
Hey guys, it's me, Mimi, the weather girl, here to bring you all the weather, like a severe storm system slammed into Chile. Over 125 million Americans across the U.S. and Canada are facing air quality alerts as thick smoke from Canadian wildfires drifts into some major cities.
Then from the weather, we go to the latest sports all around the world. The coach of England's soccer team announced he will remain with the England national team to lead them into Euro 2028, despite their semi-final exit. I am here today to confirm that I will remain as the head coach of England. I will lead the team into Euro 2028, no matter what. Stage 13 of the Tour de France wrapped up with GC contenders trading blows as the race entered its final stretch. All the news will be on a weekly basis every Wednesday, and that will be all the news from all around the world every Wednesday. So if you like the news how I bring it, come and check it out, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell to stay up to date and get the latest news.
But you cannot leave me here alone! Cut! Great job, Mimi!
Oh, mine! Oh, what a beautiful day to show my love in every way. To be a wife you will find. What a beautiful day like this to fill the home with tender bliss. I love my husband dear. A beautiful day to show my love, to be the perfect wife for you. Beautiful day to say I love you more and more each day, to be a perfect wife for you. Oh, love is such a wondrous thing. To my dear husband I will cling, to love and to cherish each day, to be a good wife come what may.
I think you're gonna have to pay for that.
Thank you for giving me a ride home. I don't think I could have put this all on my bike.
You think?
Well, I felt bad, so I had to buy the whole entire store pretty much.
Look, cousin, I know you don't want to hear this, but the guy doesn't have a clue to save his ass. He's not that bright. You say all he loves is soccer and his parents. Why are you still making this work? You should just break this off now, before it becomes exhausting. I mean, look at you. You're sitting here in this bar pouting. You know I hate when you pout. It's just one of those guys that will never get it.
Okay, cousin, I'll see you later.
Get out of the street, cousin!
You.
And you.
What are you staring at?
I can ask you the same thing.
I asked you first. Oh, your dad let you out of the house? Oh, that's great. You're not in timeout. Timeout. Good for you, Pete.
First of all, I'm a grown man. I'm over the age of 20, so don't be sarcastic, and I keep telling you I'm not afraid of him.
Sure.
I don't know if this is like some type of prank. Every time I see you, you're always talking about me being terrified of my own father. It's not funny.
Oh dear, that must be him now. Honey, I'm sorry. I thought you were my husband. This is the Vanatten residence. Am I speaking with, I'm so sorry, but my husband is not home right now. He's at work. He'll be home later after 5. You can call then. Okay? Thank you. Have a great day. That was strange. You're late again. Why are you late tonight?
Oh, I got caught up at work.
You mean you got caught up with your father?
Don't start. I'm just trying to have a great meal tonight.
You know, honey, you have to start making me a priority in your life. I feel like I'm the last person you take serious in this relationship.
Listen, That's violent.
First thing you think about when you wake up is your parents or your job or soccer. That's not fair to me. When I wake up, I think about you. I make your lunch, I make sure you're leaving the house with your brains attached.
Why do you always do this? Why do you always try to make me feel like I'm the villain? Because I love my parents?
You are the villain! Because you don't treat me the same.
That's not true. I'm not gonna argue with you all the time about this. We're already married, you should just go ahead and accept it.
I will never accept it!
What's wrong, son? Was it another fight between you and her?
Yes. She doesn't understand that you guys are older and that I need to take care of you, regardless if she likes it or not.
I'm so proud of you, son. You remind me of my own father. I'm very proud of you, son. But I don't think she's the woman for you.
In fact, you tell me that all the time.
Son, you have to fix the sink! Look at it, looks like a sprinkler went off in here.
I wonder lost too.
Welcome back to the show. You're here on the Naomi Talk Show, and I'm sitting with Tony for many fans at Tony, and we were just watching him perform before we went to the commercial. Now, he told us that he has a little vocals ability as well, other than, you know, him putting a camera on himself and filming adult content. He says he can sing, so let's hear you sing.
I never knew love could feel like this. You are my everything, oh baby. Since you came into my life, everything feels so right. Oh, Naomi, baby, since you walked into my life, everything's been so right. I'm so completely in love with you, girl. My soul recognizes yours. Naomi, baby, since you walked into my life, everything just feels so right.
You can sing and you can sing good. Move out the way, Justin Bieber. There's a new guy in town.
Thank you very much, but that's not the version I gave my mother.
So you moved back to the house just to get on her nerves. You're supposed to be making her feel better, not getting on her nerves.
We both should feel better because she annoys me a lot, especially when she gets to talking about her purses.
I reached out to your father a couple weeks ago to see if he wanted to come on the show, and he denied our request.
We're typical of my father to make everything about him.
Well, I thought it would be a great idea if both of y'all had sat down in this episode and tried to talk some things out, but he didn't like that.
I'm not surprised he won't want me to call him out on that shit.
What do you mean about that? Calling him out on his shit? You mean from what he did to your mom?
Yes, and that he's a deadbeat, essentially running off to start a new family.
I don't think your dad had a full proofs plan in this. I think, like the therapist, he's just addicted to certain things.
My dad can be addicted to Snickers. If I care, he was dead wrong in this matter.
Yeah. Have you met the third woman? Have you made the attempt to make a relationship because you have a brother, possibly two brother?
Absolutely not. They are nothing to me.
You said that so aggressively. Are you angry at her?
Absolutely, because both of them knew that my father had a family, the assistant and the third woman.
At what point does some of these women take accountability and say, yeah, I could have said no, or I could have walked away, or I could have said no, thank you? I'm not blaming the two women because it's my father who's a grown man. He should know better. But I'm not going to disregard the fact that they should have known better too as grown women. Everybody from Orange County to New York City knew my dad was married. Yeah. It's obvious. Maybe you didn't know, but everybody in California, everybody in LA knows my father, knows my mother. He was not a single man. He was married to my mom, a wife of oil tycoon. He's been eating off of my mother since they were married.
You think, being that my grandpa didn't really like him from the beginning because he thought he was quite worthless, that you would kind of be the opposite of what my grandpa thought of you? Because you literally built into the idea that my grandpa always thought about you was you were worthless and wasn't good for his daughter. Now he's quite around town and an entanglement, and he just does not care. Like, at the end of the day, I'm not talking to you because you don't have respect for yourself. He doesn't have respect for me as his son. I don't have respect for him. Like I said, we both brought my mom on the show, but I was talking about myself. If that was an embarrassment for my mom, I apologize. I did not bring my mom on your show to embarrass her regarding our relationship. It was something I wanted to do. It was my account on OnlyFans. It wasn't hers. I didn't splash her all over the internet. If my grandpa has anything to do with it, he's going to end any career left my father has. He's not even allowed in the building at the moment. Like, they banned him. My grandpa is pissed. My dad is literally running around town buying bags and clothing for women off my mom's money. He's not even rich. He's rich because of my mother.
So, Tony, what if your dad really has an addiction? What if this is something that he can't control? What if this is something that's always been within him? You know, I mean, it happens. That would be kind of the stupidest thing, to kind of get into the relationship with a woman like your mother and just messed it all up. So women are a lot of women to manage. That could be an addiction. I'm not taking his side on this, but what if he was diagnosed as a serial cheater? Now, knowing he has you in his life, I don't think he would try to sabotage that on purpose now. Would you give him the benefit of the doubt
to try to fix that if he was really serious about it and he would really stay in rehab.
Like I said before, we have done that. I drove him there. He didn't stay there but 5 minutes. My dad, I feel as a manipulator, yes, it could be a possible situation where he's addicted.
To women.
No. And at first, I was really upset about it, but then I was like, okay, maybe it is a problem and he's asking for help. So by me driving 2 hours
Just for him to check out, it's like he didn't want to help. He made me look like a fool, like I wasted my time. And
I think at this point, I need to see it first.
I need to know that he's in rehab for quite a while and the process is being done.
He's learning from his mistakes to kind of see if we can make a change.
And let me not get started on the secretary, and she comes here and she's talking to my mom disrespectfully when she knows she's not about that energy. She's a secretary that worked for my father. It's not my father's company, it's my mother's company, so she wonders why she gets fired after the show. It literally has my mother's name stamped all over the building.
What was she thinking?
You go work at a hot dog company called Johnson and Friends, and then 9 months later you're asking his wife, oh, this is Johnson. No one's dumb. She acts dumb, but no one's dumb.
I spoke to the secretary and she said she believed your mom and him were divorced.
She's lying. That's bullshit. She knew they wasn't divorced. I don't know why she's lying.
And she said that your father told her that they were no longer together because they wasn't getting along or seeing eye to eye.
That's an absolute straight bullshit lie. She's lying to you.
And yeah, she was saying that she was surprised herself when she came on the show and your mom was there. She was bamboozled.
She wasn't bamboozled.
Yeah.
She bamboozled you and your talk show.
You really feel some type of way about this secretary? Why is that?
I don't trust the secretary because the secretary have seen my mom every day because my mom works there.
The secretary said that your mom was never there. She never saw her.
She is just full of herself. My mom is never there. She owns the building. She has to be there.
Yeah.
I wouldn't trust her at all. All she does is lie. She was after my dad for an apartment money purse and jewelry. She didn't care about him.
Really? Wow, that's crazy.
As soon as she found out my dad was kicked out and was being divorced, she stopped calling and she stopped coming around him. She just checked out.
She was only my dad's sugar baby. As soon as that ride was over, she wasn't staying around.
She know that I know that everybody at the office knows that that's all she was. To find out later when she got fired, documents have proved that she never even worked there. He just hired her as a sugar baby and mastered her as a secretary.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, when she was on the show, I told her, listen, don't be stupid. If you're gonna get your bag, and nobody should be taken advantage of. I'll tell you something, your father is on the set of my show.
That's crazy.
What the hell is he doing here?
See, this is exactly what I say when he begs for attention, so he denies you and then shows up randomly.
Okay, this is what I'll do. You can go backstage, I'll talk to him. You can look and see what energy he's on the TV backstage. If you're not feeling it, you don't have to talk to him. If you are feeling what he's saying backstage and you believe and trust that he's telling the truth, that you can come out here, y'all can sit down and have a conversation.
Yeah.
So what do you think about that, Tony? Do you want to sit down with your father if you'd like what you're hearing backstage?
Sure, Naomi. Only because it's you.
It won't hurt to hear him out and see where he's coming from. And if you're not feeling it, you could keep it cute and put him on mute.
If he starts talking nonsense, he's going on mute immediately. I don't need a headache.
Make sure you give him the benefit of the doubt, like the doctor said, 2 makes a team.
Oh, what are you even talking about?
I have no idea. Don't look at me like I'm crazy. I was just repeating what the doctor said. That's all, trying to give you some word of wisdom before you get on the stage with your father. That was all. My mom is in the audience. She came today because she's going to be performing on my show. Okay, guys, so unfortunately, it's going to be a part 2, so he's not coming out on this episode, and Buddy will be coming out next week. Next week, we continue with part 2 of Tony and his father as they try to repair their relationship and understand what happened. And next week, we're focusing on reconciliation. How do we repair the bonds when a father and son relationship seems broken beyond repair?
Right.
Tony, how do you even begin to repair something this broken with your father?
Honestly, Naomi, I don't know if we can. It hurts too much.
And you mentioned the relationship with your dad is complicated. Can it be fixed?
I want to hope so. But there's a lot of hurt there we need to address first.
I'm also going to be trying some Italy desserts in the kitchen with Tony next week, so that's going to be fun since we haven't had a cooking segment in a while. So join me next week with an all-new episode. I want to thank the therapist for giving us the rundown on cheaters, and I want to thank Tony for hanging out with me today, but he's going to be hanging out with me next week too. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Sorry, but not sorry. It's all about the ratings. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe to this channel. And don't forget to hype me up. Welcome to the stage, my mother. Thank you for closing the show. I will see you guys next week for part 2 on the Naomi Talk Show.
Do you need some help?
Verlangt mijn hart hier echt.
What's your name?
Gopi. And yours?
Semi. Are you from India?
How do you know?
I have an ex-husband from India. It didn't end well.
Yeah, there's some creeps there, but I'm not. I'm a good guy.
Oh, really? Okay, if you say so.
You seem like a really cool person. We should definitely hang out sometime.
Sure. Call me. This park is beautiful.
I'm glad we came.
Just use the thumbstick.
Wow, it's flying.
Perfect landing. You're a natural. It is so beautiful here.
Perfect for a date.
Ready to fly?
You are a natural. This is amazing.
Are you having a good time?
Absolutely. Every time I get to see you, it's a great time.
This is a very beautiful place.
It really is.
Je was nooit in gedachten. Kijk naar mij. Kijk maar naar mij. Je bent nog steeds verliefd op me, zoals je vroeger was. Zoveel jaren van waar we waren. Dus waar we zijn is het echt wat je wil dat we eindigen in je verhalenboek van liefde. Ik denk niet dat je de manier kent. Liefde zou je moeten kennen. Je bent nooit goed geliefd geweest, dus hoe kun je van me houden op de manier waarop je me hield? Je gaf me wat je me gaf en nu is dit wie ik ben. Dus nu wil je opnieuw beginnen en nu opnieuw en nu nee en nu nee en nu niet. Huil met een verdomde rivier, maar je zult nooit bij de rislijn. Laten huilen jezelf een rivier en misschien kun je met je boot langs de rivier rijden terwijl je je doet aanraakt. Je eigen ophoor, maar het zal niet mijn verhaal zijn. Het zal niet mijn reddingslijn afstand zijn. Dit is niet jouw verhaal.
My turn. Moving closer.
Deze keer niet terug.
Ow, look, he wants to be in the picture. This is adorable.
Dit is nooit mijn reis. Dit is nooit mijn klap terug. Dit is gewoon mijn liefde, mijn briefje aan jou.
Oh, listen to that sizzle. They look perfect.
Maar de liefde stroomt waar het niet gewild is. Lucht in mijn hart. En is. Dit was nooit mijn verhaal. Dit is nooit mijn reis. Dit is nooit mijn klap terug.
Oh, I love the colors in this one. It's so vibrant. It's beautiful, but nothing compared to your smile when you look at it.
Just keep your knees bent.
Okay, but don't you dare let go of my hand. This is actually really fun.
We should get home very quick.
Before we be soaked and the pizza too. Just take it slow. You're doing great. I've got you. Don't worry.
I think I'm actually getting it.
Look at that one. It's huge.
No.
Oh, wow. It's so beautiful. Look at all the colors.
Out that door. Oh my God. I just don't understand. Why did you choose me?
Great night, and you're very sweet to me.
Because you're beautiful.
Walking out the door. No. Running behind you. No more. Playing these silly games with you.
Best night ever. You wrote her letter again. I can't deal with it. Like, how do I know you're not still in love with her?
I'm not.
No more. It's just not gonna work.
How do I know that you're not in love with her? How do I know this when you're writing letters to her? We're supposed to be together. That's really weird of you.
I just have to have a relationship with my baby mama to talk to my kid. That's it. That's all. There's nothing you need to worry about.
I'm not going out that door. Oh my God. I just don't understand.
1 second,
Why
baby.
did you choose
Not this shit again.
Oh, yeah. I'm not walking out
Why
the
did you
door.
walk away?
No.
I hate when you do that.
When you're gonna
Every time you get
stand
a call
up and
from
do
her,
the
you
right
walk
thing.
away. It's so
Don't you think
suspicious
it's
and
about
annoying.
time
Why do you not trust me? Have I ever done anything to make you not trust me? You need to relax. I'm only having a civil conversation. That is it.
But you know you're lying.
She's your baby
You
mama?
don't got the
How do I know
time.
you won't run back to your home now that we're in a relationship?
Cool, it's
Not like that, I swear. Listen to me, it's not like that. I just have to have open dialogue. She has my kid, but I'm in love with you. Don't you understand this?
No, I don't know. I don't know if I believe you. I mean, you were still in love with her when you left, so how do I know? How do I know you don't love her now?
I gotta go. Come on, answer. Why aren't you replying? How can I help you today? Me. You're avoiding my calls. Why?
I'm not walking out the door, no.
The story been roll, it ain't no joke, they want that money. Even if they put some in your stomach, bros be hungry. Even if they have to leave your ass cold, tags on your toes, you about to be a John Doe. But it ain't my problem, got your son watching. Why are you acting like a pussy asshole? Got your head down like there's nothing left to show. Had my head shaking,
I was too late.
now is he a bottom?
I was foolish. Why didn't I get here on time? Damn.
I hope you guys enjoyed that music video. It was dedicated to my mom's love story that she ran from. I'm just kidding. Something like that. All right, guys, make sure you come back next week for part 2. The saga is going to get crazy on this stage, and the show was just getting started. We just turned on the car. You heard it right. Part 2, we're going to be sitting down with Tony's father as they try to break down what happened in their relationship as father and son and see if it can be fixed. And me and Tony, this guy right here, we literally be in the kitchen trying out Italy Paris pastries right here on the talk show. I think they were delicious, right, Tony?
Yeah, they were really good.